Dwagon. Bad bounce gets right into the arms now of Arrow. An Arrow flying down the floor, much like an arrow, and straight into the goal as well. A Hawkeye for the first.
Pitches out, goes over to Miffin, and Miffin's going to heave it on down. It's going to hit one of those geometry there, and they're going to fire it down. That ball's bouncing and rolling, and Kang gets there just in the nick of time.
Pass it over to Green Pigeon, bounces off the Orion onion ring as they go up, hits another ceiling card. Players love those ceiling cards. As they go for the goal, can they put it in? And they can, making it one.
Matter. Some timely goals, and again, right in the corner, just easy does it, looking like the pro that we know he is. And wow, just the same on the opposite way. We'll get another score.
Riptide needs 1 point to bring this into an overtime. Let's see what they do is they launch it toward the goal. They're going to receive it, and it's knocked out, hitting double goal.
Back to his own side, has Dwagon there. Dwagon's putting on the pressure. Ball's loose, here comes Arrow. Arrow Cat coming in from the sky, holds it, fires, and what a save from Oak Solution.
Side, passing it over to Dwagon. Dwagon's able to receive that beautifully, but gets knocked out of the air, and Oak Solution knocks it down their side. It's rolling, will it make it in for a long goal, and it will, putting Riptide up by 1. Between Acer's players, but they just can't quite get through as they knock the ball out of his hands.
And now it's Miffin. Miffin ain't missing. The other team will be miffed at that, however. And Miffin now going right head on against a few goalkeepers. Maybe trying to eye that goal some way, somehow. Oh, Kangi gets the go, hopping on by.
In the sewers with Kangi. Kangi bringing it over, but they hit a wall. However, Miffin is there to pick it up for their teammates. They recover. They bring it down to the goal, making it 3-1 with 20 seconds left.
A close-up right into the end. Mozzie, though, still trying to go for those consolation points here at the end. Sends it over to Green Pigeon. Green Pigeon from the sky. Green Pigeon gets it by.
First, it is a deathmatch. See if Acer can bring this home as it goes down to the sewers. Green Pigeon picking that up, going right for that goal. Weaving between us, they put it in for an early goal for
Miffin. Miffin going 1v2. Will it matter? Oh my goodness, a big save though from Quiet. A nice move otherwise from Miffin, but it could not finish that play. And deep
down to the sewers. Gonna hit that reverse flush coming in from the corner of the halo. It's a carve of their own. Now comes in, turns and fires. A good defense there from Riptide.
The Arrow just evading Mozzie, evading Oak, but actually got the smoke instead. Lost the ball to a Miffin with the recovery. Over to Arrow, just waiting, biding the time.
And he's gonna take to the sky. He's gonna cut in. And now he fires it across to Quiet. Quiet shoots it from a crazy angle. Pass 2. Riptide up 2-1.
The ball and able to get it back though for Acer's offense. There's Kangi from the Halo area going down to the logo, and oh no, says the goalie. Does not like to see it, but
all up in his grill. Miffin now coming around. He has Dwagon to his left. He decides to hold it, and he just puts it in when Acer sends 2 to take out that goalie, and they're up 3-2.
Let's see if Riptide can bring this back, or if Acer's going to bring it home as they pass on over to Quiet T. Quiet T playing the offense this round as they go for it, making it 3.
We got 1:20 to find out if that happens, but in the meantime, dribbling right up the floor, carving around with some great velocity. It's going to be Miffin, not missing once again with a 1.
The ball is in play. We are going to be off here. Salvatore with some speed gets tackled instantly. Now it's going to be headed over to Baz. Baz losing the ball. Pinata finding it, scooping it in.
With the Formula 1, Swag now, the one with the ball on the approach, dodging past a few defenders quickly. Easy does it to Slip, but Slip getting stopped. A nice defensive stop there.
Up onto the left side.
And Swag in a dangerous position there. A few defenders flying after him. The rebound shot found. 1-1 all tied up.
What a goal.
Of going head on against multiple defenders, and he does it with success. Baz just the same, and will be Little Steven with a big brain, able to secure the rebound and shot to take the 1 point.
Taking it from him up onto the Halo now. So looking at a 1v2, looking for a possible backboard over to Baz. Baz shooting it in. Ignite, winning, currently leading 3-1. Possible pass over to Pinata. Pinata getting it. No, Swag War intercepting. Trying to get a rebound off the floor, but it's not going to happen. And now Little Steven gets it in for a 4-1 lead, ending round 1.
Is bound to repeat itself. You're used to seeing them turn it on, ignition style here whenever we get to the postseason. As a nice post play there, Little.
But he misreads the bounce a little bit. It's going to go up. Here comes Little Steven pitching in from that back line. Great rotation. Little Steven could, and he does. Puts it in. Ignite up 1-0.
Slip getting the, you're not even tackling him and stealing the ball from him. And Little Steven headed down Field looking at a 1v1. Can he make it in? And he does! As Ignite leading 2-1.
And swats it up into the neutral zone.
Now little Steven with it, looking for a shot. Has over Swagwar shooting it in for Ignite leading 3-0.
Ring. He decides to hold it for now. Now they're advancing it in. Here comes Boo. He could. No! Swagwar turns him away.
It's going to be in the hands of Boo. Boo heading it high. Now trying to take it away. Looking downfield, trying to get it in. Pass Steven gets it in for Formula 3's.
Breaking the seal there, and unfortunately still 2 minutes left, so not too far behind for Formula 3, but Ignite still trying to put the pressure on, keep the pedal to the metal, and indeed the gold medal of score carry over into the next round. Ignite in firm control of the scoreboard and of the ball, right about to be as Slip is there for one more play. Easy does it. Just a quick shout out to the chat there. We see popping up over 100 now, so we are going 100 on the stream and on the land and on the sea. We are tailor-made as a swift play comes in.
Third way, but little Steven just makes an easy block there. It's headed above Boo's head. Now up to Bass's hand, shooting it in, just tapping it, making Ignite lead.
Regular season there, finding themselves in a position to maybe lose their first here in this tournament, as right now Swag just dealing more damage, bursting this lead open to quick 3, even do get it back. We'll see if that repeats here once more as Pinata tries, but again you kind of see they're just pushing on headstrong. This time it does work out because there's no goalie, but those are the kind of things where you see
Hit up high, hitting off a roof to get a juke, but no, it's gonna be knocked loose as Lynch takes it, trying to score it here, trying to get it in, and oh, Swagwar makes a beautiful block.
And just Zenix gonna bring it the other way.
Xenox launches that down for the goal, but it's just a little bit wide. It can't go in, but their teammate recovers it, putting one up.
for Formula.
Boo gets it over to Pinata. Pinata hits Salvatore. Here comes Salvatore with his tons of speed, and he just flips it in. Formula 3 ties it up at 1.
Back, try and gain that advantage. Xenox takes it, hits a ceiling carve. Going for the nest, pass it over to Nick. Nick tries to go in, but their defense is too good, and Nick launches it in.
Right in the nick of time as 2 minutes in, 2 points on the board for Ren NA, still hanging in there. Salvatore to Pinata, beautiful pass, but an even better save. Nick once again.
Flips it right back to Boo, and Boo flips it up, finds Salvatore, swats it down. Pinata sweeps across and puts it in. 2-2. Formula 3 and Ren tied up.
Passes from Formula 3 were great, but Ren was just able to swarm once they got too close to that goal. See if they can do it again. There's Salvatore, head on with a goalie, and they go ahead by 1.
Picks up that ball, he gets by 1. Narrowly escapes now, gonna fire it across there. Xenox, and Xenox with some speed stuffs it in over Lynch. We're tied back at 3.
Don't matter apparently, except for that 1 extra point on the board, but a big steal coming in quickly. This could seal the deal. There's Salvatore, and Salva scores! 1 point advantage, only 5th
player. And that hot potato time coming up, where the round keeps going until the ball hits the ground or a goal scored. They shoot and they tie it up. Let's go overtime, baby. Fun. Good back check, and it's going to end up back in Nemlic's head. Coming in for the sky, flips it back to Xenox. Xenox holds it, fires, and what a save from Pinata.
Formula 3 maybe about to earn themselves some offense after that defensive stand. There's Salvatore, the delivery! And it will be Navy with the gravy, going up 1 finally.
Reception, now working it down, gonna flip it over to Salvatore. Here comes Salvatore, he shoots. Oh, and he misses Pinata. We'll clean it up though. Formula 3 up 2-0. Time. And he's going to take to the skies. He has Nemblix on the backboard. He holds it, he waits, he fires, and Nick puts it in. Might be a little late, but Ren NA is on the board. Working it up, trying to find a lane, getting pressure from Pinata, bounces off the wall, takes it the other way. There's Salvatore, shoots it. Salvatore makes it 1-0. Formula 3.
The advantage Formula 3 needs to really bring this home and win them this final bracket, but Salvatore is not letting that happen. They're bringing it over, making it 2-0.
Positioning is there to not concede those open ones. Got to make it tough for these teams. Now they will cover it, but G-Navy is there, and doesn't matter. Goalie could not stop the assault.
Pinata feeds it back down to Salvatore. Salvatore, man, he doesn't want to be eliminated and sent to the crusher, because he turned it up to an 11 team. Let's go. Nemblix knows that their season is over, but it's one for the road. Oh, he gets it in off the inside bar. There we go. Ren and 8, they break that shutout.
Looking up high with some elevation with a long ceiling carve, almost 360. Gets that second one, getting full loop, headed down, passing it up to Machiro. Machiro shooting it in for the first point of the game.
Making it look smooth and easy. Meanwhile, Green Pigeon likewise on the dribble up the floor with the carves. Love to see that mobility and the ability as Gamer gets a score right.
Keeping that ball up, trying to get that go-ahead goal, holds it and fires it into that short side. Green Pigeon goes coast to coast, making it 2-1. Riptide.
Be back loose now in the hands of Foot again. Foot hitting off of room, looking down at the goal, passing over to Fly. Fly shooting it, and it's gonna be hit away again. Now in this time by Oak Solution. Actually,
Wipe it off the slate. Consider it 0-0 for that matter, as Pigeon now will 0 in. But you can see he's so patient with the play and so clever with the carves, finding the perfect spot for a shot.
It in from the wing, just gonna flip it up, and Oak Solution bats it across. Finds that Green Pigeon who comes down and spanks it home. 4-2. Riptide.
With the ball, heading it forward down to the right side, back to Green Pigeon. Green Pigeon passing it up high to Oak Solution. Oak Solution looking down, shooting it, and Gamer's gonna make a beautiful block there. Gamer with a bit of a ceiling carve, looking down, trying to get it back. No, it's just hit out of his hands beautifully without even a tackle. Now Fly with it, trying to get a shot in and makes it as Riptide leads.
The claws, but Monster Dash takes it away.
Monster Dash now flips it ahead over to Foot. Foot fires it up. Ooh la la, shoots, and Mozzie gets a great save.
And back to Oak for the offense.
He finds Pigeon. Pigeon coming in, and he stops it. Great vision, great time coming in. Pigeon caps it off. Riptide up 1-0.
But nonetheless, ball goes careening into the midfield. Foot on the approach. And fast to the races, has some angles. And he will get the first score for them to...
Machiro looking up, passing over to Mozzie, but no, intercepted by Monster Dash. Monster Dash with a long shot isn't gonna be in. Might just be right. No, it's gonna be high. Food gets the rebound though.
Sit down.
Now into Gamer 1-1 through his hands as he hits it just around Mozzie, scoring their third.
Good position now to maybe tie up this round. Still some time to spare. Can't let up on the pedal, although at the moment, Gamer showing some mettle indeed. And maybe one more score just to...
Gets that ball stolen, flips it up. Here comes Gamer with looking for another one. Gamer gonna toss it in, and there's another one. 5-1. Those kitties are on a roll now.
It's a tad bit too high, missing it again. Unfortunate, now it's in the hands of Gamer. No, Mozzie. He hits it up to the right side, and it's gonna be in. Seems like Ulala was not paying attention. He was doing something in his...
They get back into the game. Here comes Gamer, keeping his team in this. He's working it down, working it on Green Pigeon. He cuts in. Here he comes. He flips it in, and Oak Solution gets a great save.
Taking it up. No, Green Pigeon again with it. Headed downfield, working his way up towards the middle. Heading off of roof. Passing it over to the left side. Chooses the corner.
Mozzie, who fires it down. That ball's coming in. Does it? It does. Mozzie puts it in. How far was that? 61.8 meter bomb. Whew.
A ceiling guard up high, hitting off a roof, shooting it in, and it's gonna be blocked by Ulala with the rebound. No, it's gonna be. Who was that? That was Oak Solution.
Highlight here in this round, that ridiculous shot to open it up, the long bomb, feed the heat right now, cannot be defeated though in the goal. A beautiful stand. There's Mozzie again doing some offensive and defensive recovery, but Fly just as well, saying, hey, I got wings too.
Gamer going side to side, and Mozzie with the face save keeps that score 0.
Mozzie cutting towards the middle, passing over to Machiro. Machiro is just a little bit too fast to try to get that pass as Green Pigeon heading towards the middle, looking for a shot, shooting it, and it's going to be just barely blocked.
Will we see a fifth to be determined? Foot is attempting to collect it, but there's Mozzie. Had some heroing earlier on, and now zeroing in, could not convert on it, and that will hurt.
Fires it, but it gets deflected up high. Foot now coming down on the goal off the backboard. Shoots, and Hippopotamus is going to get that reset back, and Gamer is denied. Foot now takes to the sky, bounces off the ceiling. He's coming in, looking for that pass to Gamer. Gamer shoots. Gamer scores. 1-0. Takes Ducados lead in this 5th round.
A quiet up on Halo, looking for a possible passing opportunity. He's looking, trying to get that pressure on, but Quiet shoots it in, and Fly hits it off. Own goals there.
Nonetheless, a point on the board for them, and a good timing too. So now both teams with points on the board, right back at them. The quick react.
Now gets over to Quiet. Here comes Quiet working into the zone. He shoots, and that's why they were saving him. Coming in as a stone cold killer. Quiet ties it up at 2.
Not secure the ball, but Oak is there for that recovery. Sends it over to Mozzie in the front line. Good communication. Mozzie tapping. We'll be wrapping up that play. Going up by 1 from that Riptide. Wishes they could have back that open goal possession, but still can make up for it here. Will be Gamer. Green Pigeon contesting Fly coming out of the pack, and Fly throws it down for the Fly.
Over to the nest. They're going to hit a little shift rotation here. Quiet now coming in. He holds it. He fires it off the back wall, and Mozzie's there. 4-3. Riptide retakes the lead.
Shadows have some momentum on the offensive rollout, so if they do score here, as Gamer 133 has a ton of speed, we could see an overtime. Gamer scores, tying it up at 4-4.
Save, grabbing that ball, Navient sending it to Dwagon. Dwagon evading Baz. Baz trying to evade Swag, but a great pass. Oh, Kangi! Dangy! He just got a great goal off a beautiful.
Not gonna happen.
And Miffin will be taking the ball with a few teammates in tow, interrupting the goalie, giving him all kinds of trouble, and making that goal nice and easy. A 3-on-1.
10 tips on playing each other. Here comes little Steven, passes it down, and with the one-timer, Swag cuts that lead off Kangi's hand to just 1. Hey, no, Dwagon gets it in. Oh, Blade is stopped there. Oh no, little Steven accidentally puts it in his own goal. In the confusion, Acer up 3-1.
Immediately giving it straight to Blade. Kangi getting the reset. It's passed over to Dwagon. Dwagon looking at the goal, shooting, and it's gonna be high, but gets the rebound in, having Acer lead 4-1 in this.
In the regular season, and they've lost not even a round in this tourney, as this is turning into a big runaway train, or maybe a runaway dragon. Someone go catch him. 5-1.
Ignite to come back. Ignite still wants to get that goal, trying to get the momentum. It's passed down to Miffin, trying to get that mercy before the time ends. Shooting it, and it's in with 1 second left.
Killing it. Ignite in an unfamiliar position to be suffering a mercy. But guess what? No mercy on the clock, because we are right back into the second round, and some immediate offense gets
back. Looking sharp, working that in through the sewers, coming out, working that in too. Ignite zone, and Kangi gets by all of them with some sweet moves. Acer up 1-0.
Missing it now into no one's hands. It's not to lose. Little Steven getting it and resetting it back to Slip.
And for Ignite at the moment, well, finally getting a shot to go through on that one. I was going to say they had.
Blade bounces off the ceiling, feeds that ball down. Dwagon's going to be taken out. Blade gets it in, puts it. Top shot. Mama keeps that peanut butter. 2-1. Acer leads.
A little miscommunication there from the teammates will result in Ignite on offense. Little Steven receiving that pass across the floor and sending it high and rebounding his own shot there. Looking
to be wide, and Baz is there. He spanks that off. Slip's gonna take it off the bounce. He's coming in skyward. He waits, he holds, and he sneaks it in. Ignite takes the lead, 3-2.
But a Kangi, but Slip is gonna intercept that and hit it across the arena. And Blade is gonna win that. No, Swagward does. Looking at an open goal, just popping it in for 4 goals.
Miffin coming in hot. He holds it. He throws it down, tries to sneak it in, but it won't go. And Kangi has to reset in the corner.
However, for Acer, back on the offense, dribbling it in, time winding down with 23 seconds to spare. They need to hurry, and they do. A beautiful score straight into the goal and above the arms.
But Tom, now he's going to get another chance. Now he finds Baz. Baz now coming in. He throws that back, and there's Slip with the one-timer. Ignite up 1-0.
Miffin is headed up, looking for a shot down to the right side, but it's not going to happen. As Kangi passes it back over to Dwagon. Dwagon hanging off the roof, shooting it. Baz is going to block it again, but it's going to be rebounded into the
play alive. Meanwhile, Swagwar being bothered quite a bit by Blade. Blade actually bothering everyone and causing a turnover. So wonderful defense on the deep side of the floor. Result.
Miffin passing it back to Kangi. Kangi gets tackled immediately though. Blade trying to get it. Gets hit away across into the goal by Little Steven, tying it up at 2.
Can't get it to go, and Miffin's gonna fire. Looks like we're gonna head to overtime unless Little Steven can do something. Little Steven shoots, and there it is. Ignite with 1 second on the clock.
Baz trying to get it again. Now Little Steven with it, trying to flip it back over to Swagwar. Swagwar with the speed, headed down, looking at a 1v1 shooting, and it's gonna be in for Ignite's first score.
Out of Baz's hand, here comes Blade, bringing that ball to the ground, goes up, and what a stop there from Little Steven. Little Steven clutch on both sides of the ball.
They're really trying to score, get their first score, break that seal. Again, the hardest one to score oftentimes is Baz. Oh, the beautiful delivery on the pass. Oh, couldn't finish when Slip is there. No, same result.
It goes right into the hands of Swag. Swag War comes in, gets around one, turns and fires, and Swag now turning it up 3-0.
I can't believe my optical sensors.
Over to Swag, he's just gonna lob it back towards the goal. Oh, Baz almost gets it to go, and in the confusion, Slip puts it in. 4-0, Ignite leads.
Acer can come back, score 4 quick goals, and send this thing into overtime. As Baz looking for a 5th goal, but it's not gonna happen. As the Little Steven trying to shoot it in, but not gonna happen either. It's hit up towards Swag War. Swag War looking for a shot in, getting it to the top right corner, getting the first point on the board for Ignite. Ignite has been prominent.
To Kangi, and Kangi trying to create some separation, but again, that swarming defense now resulting in offense for Ignite, and an important goal to pull them ahead by a point.
On top of the higher bracket. Oh, but there comes Acer right back with that goalie taken out. They're not dead yet. Miffin ties up at 2.
Using that to Kiwi, he tries to get it, and Miffin sails it from him with a bit of a ceiling curve, trying to come back, looking for a pass over to Blade, shooting it in, and Acer leads.
Deeper back if they need. They got a pass on the backboard available. Positioning here is impeccable, but can they make a shot happen against this stingy defense? They will! Miffin, now Miffin trying to find space and find time as we reach that overtime. Miffin thundering down the floor, but a thundering save. Baz coming in hot and back to
off on that pass.
Straight into Blade's hands. Blade passing over to Dwagon. Dwagon shooting, and it's gotta be just barely blocked by Slip. Could have been in. It could have been.
A lot of defense. Little Steven secures the ball, takes it, hands it to Swag up top, making his way through the donut and right into the open goal. Oh, don't leave that.
But it's not gonna go in. Almost me back and forth, almost going in. Little Steven trying to hit it up high over to Baz. Baz hitting off the roof, shooting it, and it's gonna be blocked again.
Blade and a cavalcade of players there, unable to convert on a goal, but another one down, and maybe another one about to bite the dust. No, could not get it through.
In from the nest, no, goes wide, and now goes real wide. Now gonna send it in, throws it over to Little Steven on the one-timer. 2-0, Ignite leads.
Able to retrieve a score will be very pertinent here. Miffin trying to make that happen, but the disruption from the defense coming in. Kangi now. Kangi, oh, gets the score. A big one for them and beautifully done.
We are gonna be here, and it's gonna go off, little straight through the UFO. Mozzie with some speed, headed down, shooting it. It's gonna be blocked by Lynch. Lynch getting it off his head with the ball, though, retaining possession as he passes it back to Oak. Oak shooting him, and it's gonna be blocked again. This defensive push by Formula 3 has been amazing.
Absolutely. Viva
up into Riptide zone. He takes to the sky, trying to get away from the pigeon. He throws it over to Navy, who shoots and puts it in off the crossbar. Formula 3 up 1-0.
Looking with 2 under him with a bit of a ceiling carve. Green Pigeon with that patient player status as he shoots it into the bottom right corner and gets it in for a 1-1 tie.
Oh, he definitely loves that placement. Is really aware on every approach to the goal, and you gotta love that ability to concentrate, as Salvatore does exactly the same. Painting.
Fires it over to Pigeon. Pigeon now going to the sky, bounces off, throws it, and he sneaks it in. Not sure how, but he does. Riptide ties it up at 2.
Back now into pretty much Mozzie's hands. Mozzie hitting it up high, straight to Quiet. Quiet looking down at a 1v1, shooting it, and it's gonna be in. Quiet scoring the first point for pressure. Salvatore getting the ball out of his hands, straight to Pinata's hands. Pinata passing over to G Navy. G Navy looking at a 1v1. He's gonna be shooting it, and it's gonna be blocked by Oak Solution. He had all. Quiet passing it back over to Pinata. Pinata stealing it from him up towards the middle. Looking, getting to tackle off the goalie, shooting it in. It's Pinata. Boom, shaka.
As they will go right back at him to tie it up. Green Pigeon now from the sky to the floor and flooring it across as he gets by 3 defenders, not a pretender.
It's tackled from behind and it pops into the hands of G Navy.
G Navy with it, heading down towards the middle, looking at a 1v2, shooting it in. It's G Navy tying it up.
spring the pigeon. He does, in fact, get him. Pigeon over to Mozzie. Mozzie coming in. Mozzie shoots and puts it in off the far post. Riptide back up, 3-2.
Pinata on his back as he passes it up high straight to Quiet's hands. I believe it was intent for Salvatore, but a tad bit too low. As Oak Solution now taking shooting, and it's gonna be in.
Way above. Dumps it off into the bridge, actually, and opts to wind it right around. Not a lot of time to do so, but nonetheless, finding a goal at the end. No! Quiet! Decline.
Opposite, as it's in. Salvatore, the speedy robot with a bit of speed. Looking down at the goal, passing over Pinata getting it in for the score. 1-0 in favor of F.
Corner. What a beautiful series of deliveries. A special delivery indeed, as Mozzie tries to do just the same, and insane is his game as well. Knotted up at 1.
Trying to get it, passing back over to G Navy. G Navy looking for a pass over to Pinata. Pinata shouldn't be shooting it in off G Navy's tackle to the goalie. Pinata making this goal.
Just an extra half second or so enable that tackle to happen. It's all about the timing, the communication, and great realizations from those players as some devastation in the goal found the place.
There we go. Big one from Quiet, tying it back up. Here comes Salvatore, looking to regain the lead. He holds it, he shoots, and Quiet with another great save. He's now working.
Now is passing it over to Green Pigeon. Back Green Pigeon with hitting it off of Roof, passing it over to Quiet. Quiet shooting it just above Pinata, making the score.
Ball, whether he's scoring or saving it in his own goal. Now Pinata working that back in. He cuts in, and there he puts it in. 3-3. We're tied back up again.
Pigeon using Green Pigeon's medicine against him. Now Pinata looking down at the goal, trying to shoot it. Is it going to be in? And it is. Leading 4-3. Back to Mozzie. Green Navy getting a long shot. No, it's going to hit off of the right platform. Lynch now with it, looking back at his teammates, passing over to Pinata. Pinata shooting and scoring. Formula.
Offensive propensity and doing the dirty work there as Quiet slaps it over perfectly to Mozzie. A precision play, excellence on the execution. They've got some.
To Pinata. Pinata up onto the right side, headed up to Ness, looking at his teammate, looking at the goal, shooting it, and Green Pigeon gets a finger on it to block.
Oak Solutions now.
Not the other way, working up on the halo. He fires that, he hits Salvatore. Salvatore coming in from the sky, shoots, and he scores. Wow, Formula 3 up 2-1.
Pinata hitting the ceiling carves as well. Looking behind him, passing over to Salvatore. Salvatore getting it, trying to get the score in, but it seems like Pinata got it, shooting it into the top left corner, 3-1.
But Oak getting absolutely dismantled by a few defenders, tackling and stealing that ball right out of there. Coming out of the sewers fast, there's Navy all aboard. Oh, Lord.
Back into the direction of the goal, gets checked off there by Gold Solutions. Off the crossbar, Lynch can't get it to go, he's robbed.
As Mozzie taking it. Lynch with it, headed up on Ness, trying to pass it over to G Navy, but it's not going to happen. Pinata with it now, headed up with a bit of a four carve this time instead of a ceiling carve. But Formula 3.
Stop here. Green Pigeon's trying to chase him down, but he's a speedy robot. He goes up and flies it over to Pinata, who jams it in. Boom shakalaka. Formula 3 up 2-0.
On the floor, burning some rubber, but could not get it to go. Instead, get tackled out of there as Pinata, the man on a mission. That is sweet friction. They get 3 on.
Now it's knocked loose here. Green Pigeon taking it back up as he hits it straight over to Quiet. Quiet passing over to Mozzie. Mozzie shooting it and scoring. Is Riptide 1. Getting out. Headed up high, passing it over to Quiet. Quiet taking a one-handed pass over to Mozzie. Mozzie shooting it down, but it's going to be blocked by Salvatore.
Formula 3 has just really turned it up in this match so far, and they're looking great. Although, I just cursed him a little bit there. Sorry.
Green Pigeon putting.
See Ignite in the chat as well, pointing the same thing. Mentals can be tough, you know, going up 2 rounds early on and then eating a few in a row, make that 1 score as well to start.
At a 1v1 with a bit of a ceiling carve, he's gonna let his teammates get downfield as he passes it. No, he's gonna shoot it, hold on to it. And now Lynch own goals. Unfortunate, he didn't quite. Now with it is G Navy trying to get behind them back, score, and now back to back. Pinata getting a rebound, scoring it.
Projected to the midfield.
Oh, Green Pigeon gets it off of Pinata and it goes in. And a little bit of a messy play, but the goal's a goal.
Still, no one quite has boost to go up and retrieve the ball. As Salvatore looking down at the goal, getting past two defenders as he passes it over to Pinata. Pinata shooting, and it's blocked by Quiet.